Technology.
That's the definition
Crazy.
of
Hot, live.
yes.
You're ready. Go for it.
Two Dads, One Dut, the Hot Takes podcast. We are recording this on
Scorching.
Tuesday, January 21st, which is the longest day of the year.
January 21st. Love it.
January.
Took a DeLorean to get here.
We did. That's why. It's already June. June 21st.
Yes.
And in honor of the longest day of the year, to help you get by it.
It's the first day of summer.
Right. The longest day of the year.
It's the summer solstice.
Right.
Is what it's called.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Anyways,
Continue.
most
Sounds good.
daylight.
Yes.
So to get you through it, you're going to need some seltzers. And that's what we're going to talk about today.
Wordplay.
Yeah. Tried to do it.
Wait. Bow,
So,
bow,
yes,
bow.
episode 46, Seltzer. I barely know her.
Seltzer. I barely know her. I lost it when I came over with that.
I
It was
bet you
good.
did.
It was good.
When you text that to me, I was like, oh, he thinks this is really funny.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So,
I mean, it's a Ryan Phipps joke. Actually, you should give him his credit.
No, I came up with it.
No, you didn't.
wow, we have just a rights debate here.
Ryan would instantly just be like, "There's no laws when you're drinking claws." Like that would be what he says.
Well, I'm going to tell you what to say.
Anything that ends in an ER, he always just goes, poker, I barely know her.
That's funny
Liquor,
too.
I barely know her.
Take his own advice.
Those are good.
Yeah,
I mean, but I
literally
came up with
anything
seltzer.
No.
You know what else
It
is
just
good?
ends in the
Yeah.
ER.
What's up?
People that want us to talk about their products.
Oh,
so, why don't
that-
you tell us about that?
Yeah. So today's podcast, tonight's episode is brought to you by MVP Lanes and Bruner's Pub, where everyone is an MVP. They rack 'em, you smack 'em. Also, go in there, bowl of 300, get your name on the wall, get your name on the plaque, get recognized. It is your classic bowling facility. Freshly remodeled inside, you will find Bruner's Pub, home of Fort Wayne's first bottoms-up system. Collect 10 Bruner's Pub magnets. Next beer's on the house. Same thing with their lunch menu. Get your lunch menu card punched. 10 lunches, 11th one's on the house right now. We're talking breaded tenderloin, baby.
Ooh.
You want to know about something that parties? That sandwich parties. MVP Lane's Bruner's Pub.
I feel like a breaded tenderloin's only good at like the most like off the road like hill jack place where you're just like
Where it's a
that's
monster
that's a good
tenderloin.
bread.
Yeah.
The last
It's a
string.
hubcap.
Yeah.
It's a hubcap.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
But as always, you can find us on Spotify, Amazon, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Google, and for your visual pleasure sensations, camera one, camera
Right
two,
here.
camera one,
Camera 2.
You can find us on YouTube. Smash the
Boom.
like, hit the subscribe.
Let's get into it.
Please and thank you. Phones and a mic. It is crazy. Technology's tight. Phones and a mic. Technology's tight.
All right, welcome back. Two Dads, One Dut, the Hot Takes podcast. As always, I am your one Dut, Justin Dutteroy.
I am one of the two dads consisting of this podcast.
Consistent.
I am what I thought was Greek. I'm actually Macedonian. I am Travis, the fake dad.
We'll get into that.
Yeah.
I am the real dad of the pod, branded Skurdad Bretter.
Boom. Without further ado, we're back to our roots, the old tried and true tradition episode. So we're going worse than the best, top three, something, and a hot take. Who wants to go first? Oh no.
I was like,
Let's clean some house, bud.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry. So for those that are movie nerds like us, house cleaning with the Jurassic Park episodes. Dut's Would You Rather? Very late fourth quarter comeback by old Jessica Chastain.
Really?
Ton of votes, which was actually really funny. And I don't know if it counts, so I put here it has to have an asterisk next to it because the same amount of votes were placed, the exact same, for they're actually just the same person.
oh my God, that's ridiculous.
I mean, you know, like,
What do you mean?
Because I put like Jessica Chastain, our girl BDH, Bryce Dallas Howard, or just they're the exact
They're the
same
same person.
And that got voted just as many times as Jessica Chastain. So.
Yeah, because when I saw the poll, I was like, that's not what he was asking. Like, he wasn't comparing Jessica Chastain, and then I forgot.
Yes,
I was
he
like,
was. It
No.
was a Would You Rather. No.
Between the girls on Jurassic Park, you're the one that was like, oh, it's her. And we're like, no.
No, you guys said that.
No, you said she was the person
You
from
said
Molly's
it was Jessica
game.
Chastain.
Is
No.
from Molly's game.
Bryce Dallas Howard. let's refocus. Bryce Dallas Howard's the GOAT. She should have won.
I said young Laura Dern or BDH.
Yes. And you're like, who is that? And you're like, is she the one from Molly's Game? We're like, no, that's Jessica Chastain.
You know, the redhead, right? And I was
Yes.
like, yeah. And you're like, yeah, she's from Molly's Game. I said, there is a redhead from Molly's Game.
Moving on. Then the pull for cutting and or stabbing stuff or someone is hard. The people spoke, and it's very hard. Nobody would want to do it for the most part. There were a few people that were like, oh, say less, I'll do it.
Yeah, because that's not the context of it. You're like, hey, man, could you just walk up to somebody and stab them out of the blue? No, I'm not a psychopath.
There's some people that are.
But if
But
I'm
if
in
I
a
had a
Coliseum and I have
dinosaur-
a dinosaur running
dinosaur-
by me.
I still say no.
Let's try to skull fuck me.
But no, shout out to a
He's getting
longtime listener, Fisher, BDF. He brings up a great perspective question. Physically, should be easy. Stabbing and or cutting someone. Psychologically, very hard.
Well, absolutely.
like that
If
was
you're
like
down
the-
to stab, I don't want to be around you.
You're
That's
down
like-
to stab? Are you
That's
DTS?
like the premise of like Inception, right? That's like the premise of Inception.
That's dreams.
Yeah, but they did it so like you could still feel the pain in the dream. Like you still feel the sensation of stabbing.
Oh, because then when you
people or
die,
getting
you come
stabbed.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy concept. They should have worked on that. Like,
I don't want
whole
anything to do
thing.
with that.
Yeah, give me a 2.0 version of that technology. So yeah, I thought that was really cool because it's just like the psychological part is obviously the craziest part. It's like I'm not trying to stab it.
No.
Like, ugh. And then the final thing,
You're TRU.
I went back and looked up Spielberg's films that he directed, strictly not produced, all the other things. Listen to this run: Jaws, Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, E.T., Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom, I.J., Lost Crusade, Hook, Jurassic Park, Schindler's List, Saving Private Ryan, Minority Report, and Catch Me If You Can.
Did you say IJ?
Indiana
Yeah.
Jones?
Oh my
IJ.
god.
IJ Last Crusade.
Yeah, because we already did 2 of them. You guys get it. But yeah, so I mean, our man here
That's a decent
for
little run, man.
25 years just crushes it. It's insane.
Minority Report, it's best movie.
It's Minority Report.
His best
It's so good. I mean, the concept,
Minority Report.
Oh, dude, it's good.
the premise of it. It's not in the minority. It's in the majority. It's a great movie. 100%. You're the movie guy, and you don't
Buddy,
think that.
I don't think that's one of Tom Cruise's top 5.
Oh, The Land of the Blind, the one I man's king.
Yeah, so that's the recap. That's the old house cleaning.
And that'll do it for the pod.
There it is.
Worse than the best. Let's just go right into it. Do you want me to start?
Please.
You got it.
Okay. So my worst, but you could honestly
My
argue
ways.
it could be my best.
Of course it can. Why wouldn't it be?
Well, because you could argue it
I
this
got hit in
way.
the face today, but she was really hot.
Shut your ass. So leaving any sort of big venue is just awesome in the sense of like the people watching that goes on and
No,
just
it's the worst.
well, it is my
Yeah.
worst. That's why ultimately I put it there. But I was like, fights break out. There's people peeing everywhere. Like
Oh yeah.
everybody has like, you know, some sort of like morality or sense to them. Like going into the concert afterwards, it's just a free for all.
Oh yeah.
Nobody gives a shit what's happening. It's
Down
Wild
To the
West.
Thunderdome.
They're down to stab.
Yeah, they're DTS. But then there's always just, I don't care if it's one. There's usually just one, but you could make an argument for multiple. Like there's always just some big dick, alpha-headed dude that just bull rushes through the crowd when you're all standing there. You're all in the foxhole together. It's like, brother, we're going to the same exit. Like it's just like a roundabout. It's just like a right-of-way thing, like at a stoplight. Just wait your turn, and like if we play this right, we're all gonna leave.
There's no collisions.
And
there's no backups. You're
Yeah.
not backing people up.
Yeah, and it's just the classic, like, always has, like, his girlfriend by the arm, and she's just getting yanked through it, too. And she's like, baby, what's happening? He's
Oh
like,
yeah.
Don't worry
She's
about it.
threw shits to the wind, just out here. Just what?
Yeah, just a fucking wrecking ball behind him. Like, it's,
She ain't got no shoes
Yeah.
no more.
yeah, that's my worst.
Well, there's actually an art to that where like if you're in the right mindset and you know that you can navigate through.
Yeah, without
But when you're
hitting
just
people.
correct, that's what I'm saying.
Yes,
But
yeah.
and that's why I said there's an art to it. But if you're just going in guns hot and I don't
Yeah,
care what's
but
in
if
my
you're
way,
freaking-
you just suck.
Just shoulder boulders, just
Correct.
like, boom, boom. Like,
Yeah.
fuck
Just
that
a
guy
big turd.
or woman. Whoever wants to hit me. It's just, it's dumb. It's like, you're ultimately going to get to some blockade where
Yeah.
somebody, hopefully bigger than you, is like, no.
Or you save 30 seconds off of like your 10 minutes of just I gotta get out of here.
Right.
It's the classic, you went 65 down to 30 and you still hit the red light.
And then I just pull up right next to you at the red light.
Hey.
Yeah, it's good stuff. That's my worst. It's just leaving the concert, which I'll get into my best about what it was, but yeah.
Leaving the concert's your best also.
No, just big venues and leaving. It's the worst. But anyways,
All right.
yeah.
Oh, my worst. I had it narrowed down to 2 things. One was pretty funny. One was a little bit serious. I'm going to keep it, in the spirit of the serious one this time.
Yeah. Well, the PVOs are low right now, so if you want to
just
do
bring
this,
us down, dude.
I know.
Just bring
Yeah.
us
So, a
Crash.
couple weeks ago, probably about 3, I was on a date with my wife.
my wife.
And that's kind of been one of our things where I haven't been the best planner of said events. And I had already told her I had something in the works.
Your middle name is procrastinate.
Probably.
Yeah.
We were going to go see...
Shots fired.
Yes. We were going to go see a concert at the Clyde.
Okay.
And
Banging venue.
yeah, we've never been there. And it was for a band that she had no interest in seeing, but was just going to go. I honestly only knew one of their songs, but it was great.
Dave Matthews.
No. 10,000 Maniacs. And it just was like, she was like, oh, like you're already planning another date and it's a month away. Like, good for us.
Yeah.
And time just kind of rolled by.
Time marches on. man.
Yes. Kind of just put it on the
Ants
back
marching.
burner. And I was on the fence because I was like, does she really want to go? But then I was like, yes. Didn't realize it was on Father's Day. And I played golf in the afternoon, which had nothing to do with me forgetting about the concert. I legitimately thought it was the next week.
Right.
And so I'm going golfing, and she texted me. She was like, so I guess we're not going to the concert tonight. And I'm just like, oh, shit.
Hits you with just like the classic, like passive aggressive. I love it.
Yes. And it was twofold because it's like, oh, you did golf and you shitted on me. Like, so it was just a double whammy on me, even though I was like, I know you think I picked one or the other. It had nothing to do with that. I just completely forgot, which doesn't make it any better.
You said no. I went golfing on Father's Day. I'm a father.
Yeah.
Father.
But I was just like, so no, to the literal tens of people that are listening to this podcast,
Yeah.
I want to formally apologize to my wife because
My wife.
I did drop the ball, boo. I love you. And hopefully it won't happen again for a long time.
Don't hold your breath. Dad, what's your word?
Absolutely not.
I love you, cousin.
Is she the Macedonian side?
She is. She's the one that told me
I
we're
know.
Macedonian. Yeah.
Yeah, you idiot.
Dude. I mean,
Thought I was Greek the whole time.
when you're hammered on a back patio, a Three Seasons room, stuff comes out. I find out I'm half related to, I think, Molly and her family, and then Tierney's my second cousin. Shout out my cousin. And then, yeah, I'm Macedonian. Thought I was Greek this whole time. 33 years. How old am I? 33? Yep. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your worst?
So obviously, we don't condone drinking and driving on this pod.
Obviously.
Not back.
Responsible.
Never
So-
will be.
Left my car at the shop because it did the old 3 doors down trick and just walked to corner pocket.
Yep.
It's a luxury sedan, people.
Put a little shift in at
Mhm.
corner pocket.
Yep.
Took an Uber down to Pedal.
Okay.
Got picked up. And then went home. And then
Sounds like
Father's
you're still missing
Day,
the car.
Yeah. So don't have the car. Father's Day, go to my parents' house,
Mhm.
which is 2 blocks away from said shop
Say
I
enjoy.
work at.
Okay.
Yeah. So the plan was just go afterwards, get the car, and then we're out of there.
Yep.
We get about halfway home, and I just go, oh, fuck.
We
She
still
goes,
didn't get my
"What?"
car.
And I just look down, I go, we ain't get the car. And she just goes, well, at least gas is pretty cheap right now.
Yes.
Boom, baby. Yeah, I mean, it's
It's the worst.
it's expensive. It's the worst. I mean,
It
So we
is.
went home.
congrats.
Just went back yesterday. We just went back on Monday and got it.
Oh, yeah. Boy.
Like
We've gone too far.
we
Yes.
talked about it. There's something with Sunday drives where it's like, I don't know what's in the air, but it's all bad. And like people drive like shit. You feel like you're driving like shit. You're just in this weird like warped zone and you just want to go home. So thinking of making a down and back is like the worst feeling in the world.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Because it's like, I live like 27 minutes away from the shop. So it's 27 minutes there, 27 minutes back, dude. I could be in like Muncie. I could be at Brothers in
Damn near
Muncie at that
Indy.
time, dude.
White Castle.
Yes.
Oh, well.
I'm at Topgolf, bro.
All right. Well, our PVOs are low. Scurs are very low. Best time. Let's turn them around.
They don't get much better.
Turn
So-
around.
Every now and then. Morgan Wallen, what a concert. I said, it fucked so hard. I was like, that was a party. But I did put here, it was my best, like, 1A, 1B was the people I went with, like Kyle was, it gave him perspective where he's like, dude, I fucking love this guy. He goes, I make enough money, like I can afford to like go sit front row. Why would we not do this? Why would we be all the way in the nosebleeds? And I'm like, thank you.
That's
like,
where the party is, though.
I get it, but I would argue and push people to, or challenge people to go see like their favorite athlete, go see their favorite musician, whomever. Like,
I get what you're saying. If it's like your favorite
An experience,
then pay to see it. Then pay to see
life's
it.
about experiences, baby. Experiences. But it's one of those, like you go front row and it's going to change your life.
The funny thing about that is,
He bought front row and sat
Kyle
on the lawn.
initially goes, hey, Bartley, how much you selling those tickets for?
Yeah.
Bartley goes, I'll sell them to you what they're going for on Ticketmaster. Kyle goes, go fuck yourself. I'm not paying that money. So he wiggles his way around it and just texts Lindsay and goes, hey, here you guys still got extra Morgan Wallen tickets? How much are they? She goes, like the $70 what they paid for. And he goes, okay, I'll take them. This motherfucker, I got money. I'm listening front row.
But I mean, it's irrelevant. I'm just saying, like, it's one of those you think like, oh, dude, I'm not going to spend a couple $100 sitting front row, and it's like, well, you're going to spend a couple $100 presumably at your local B-dubs, your Buffalo Wild Wings, for the atmosphere and the partying and stuff.
Spend a couple $100.
Yeah, and it's like
at the beer cart. At the beer cart.
Well, yeah, but I'm like, just go and then take a weekend off or something. Like, you're gonna love it.
It's like when we go on vacation. There's no rules on vacation.
No.
Like, I'll spend everything I want on vacation, and then
Exactly.
I'm like, I'll figure out how to make it back.
We always will.
No, there's always rules.
But then I put here.
There's always rules.
Family guy.
I put here as kind of like a 1A, 1B, 1C.
Jeez.
I do not condone anybody that goes to concerts, shows, whatever,
And then just meatheads their way through the XL line.
leave early. What are you doing?
Beating traffic, dude.
Yeah. No.
And that's always the cop out. And no. You paid, you stay.
Yeah.
Like, see the show. Because arguably, the coolest stuff happens at the end. A la an encore. Ever heard of one? Don't want to miss that.
Encore. Do you want more?
Jay-Z, thank you, bars. But yeah, that. And then I put just the merchandise is cool too. Like, we were talking about a little bit before you got here. Like, you're just in a different world. It's vacation mode. And like,
There's a $70 t-shirt. Sure.
oh, t-shirt's $70. And I'm like, oh, it's got my fucking favorite artist's face on it. And it's like shitty half printed on it. I'll take it.
Graphic tee, dude. That's going to be worth something.
Give me
later.
two. And then it's like, oh, it's in long sleeve for $90. Take that one too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
better.
Pay those prices. If you like it, pay it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I paid it. I
And
bought
then you bought
I bought a flag.
the new Confederate flag, the Morgan Wallen. You put that in your truck.
Well, no, so it. Thank you for calling it a truck. It says Morgan Wallen on the one side, and it looks kind of cool. I mean, it's just a flag, but on the back side, it just says "country ass shit," which he has a song called "Country Ass Shit." But I'm like, I don't want this on a flag. Like, it just seems.
I'm only going to show the one side of the flag. I'm only going to pin the one side of the flag.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty trash.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
I'm like,
not going
this
to be a
is just
back and
kind
forth
of.
flag.
It's kind of just trash. I don't know. I don't condone that.
So it's funny that you talked about
Don't cuss on my flag.
buying, tickets like that.
Yeah.
So I
10,000
bought.
Maniacs.
I tried to. Actually, I didn't. That's the point of it. I bought tickets to Justin Timberlake for his Man in the Woods tour
Ooh.
for my mom for her birthday.
I brag about you.
And so like we went. It was actually your brother and Ann, my sister Tierney, my mom had a great time. And I told Tierney, I was like, that'd be a really good concert to like be on the floor.
Yeah.
And so I looked up tickets, and they were a couple $100 a piece. And I remember we were actually on vacation. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to buy it. I'm going to buy like 4 of it. Like, we'll go. I'm going to invite Adam. And
You got the meet and greet too, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. It was pretty much the best I could do. And I remember your brother texted me like 2 weeks before because he knew I was going back. And he's like, dude, you hear the news? I'm like, what? JT canceled like his tour because he had like a throat deal. And I'm like, oh, perfect.
Throat God.
And I called, see what it was. And
Throat goat.
he didn't cancel it. He rescheduled. So like I
Yeah.
couldn't necessarily get my money back because
You just had to hang on to the tickets for whenever it was
correct.
coming back.
And the dates came back, and it was literally during spring break where we take our kids, so I couldn't go. And I just gave the tickets to Brittany, Holly, and I think they took one other person, and they sent me videos. Just Justin Timberlake's from me to you.
Your cousin what?
Yeah, I think it was Natalie. Yeah.
That is a fucking dude. If I could just shimmy moonwalk like shitty, but with Justin Timberlake looking at me,
He
he's
did
like,
a thing too where he was like, "Yeah, just pay me whatever for the tickets." Nah, didn't
Nothing.
get it because he was like, they're like, well, they're going to go to waste and nobody's going to go. I'd be like, that's fine. I'd rather do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch them burn. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't take me out to...
What's your best then? Is that your best?
No, I was just saying a story where you're like, hey, just
piggybacking off
buy
of it.
tickets if you want to do it, like, you know, for the experience. You know, but
Yeah.
I don't get to do that many times, and I did it, and I didn't get to go.
Try again.
Yeah. No, so my best...
Okay, here we go.
Crimea River, didn't it?
Yeah, it was such a good show, though.
Pun. Justin Timberlake pun.
Yes.
That's his song.
So my brother's birthday is 4 days after mine, and he called me, and he said...
I'm going to beat your ass.
No. That he got a neck tattoo. Yes. And I had basically told him he had entered a new level of trash. And...
Or a new level of don't fuck with me.
It's kind of a no, like, it's a deal breaker now, man. Like, neck tats, you might as well just have a tat in your face. Like, I can't handle it.
I love how this is going to be your best.
And
I'm bummed.
so then he called me like, and I'm like, dude, you're fucking serious? And he was like, yeah. And then he called me like 2 days later, and he's like, dude, this is in my brother's sleeves. Like, he's got several tats.
Correct.
And he's like, I've never had a tattoo itch more in my life. Like, this is so painful.
Oh, the crack itch.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So last Saturday, my mom invites us over to her house. She has a little party for, you know, me and her and his birthday, and we get there, and he was just fucking with me. He didn't actually get the tattoo. And I'm like, oh my God.
Your best is your brother is 1% less trash than he thought he was.
Yes.
Dude, I was going to say, I was like, I cut his hair. I didn't see no neck tat.
Yes.
I would have respected it.
Oh, no.
Duh, he's going to beat your ass if you don't.
Well, this is the other part of it. That's the other thing. So he went to, I forget where he went. He went to someplace to get some food at a little local watering hole here. And
McDonald's.
he said this is the second time because he called me and asked if I knew this guy. And I'm like, no. And this guy was pretty intoxicated. He's like, I know you. He's like, yeah, well, I don't know you, man.
Yeah.
And
That's not a game you want to play with Jesse.
yeah, and the guy said something. He's talking, and he's with it, and that guy was with one of his friends. He goes, yeah, I know your brother. And he was like, okay, what about it? He goes, yeah, he's a cocky little bitch. And Jesse goes, well,
You're about to get fucking rocked,
he goes,
my
I
guy.
tell you what, man, I just got here, but if you say that again, I'm going to knock you unconscious. And your buddy next to you, who I don't know, I'm going to put him down too.
Yeah. Guilty by association.
Literally, the buddy goes, dude, don't mind him, man. He's just drunk. And he goes, you need to get your boy.
I love that there's no mercy. No, he's a Cobra Kai guy through and through. Like, I don't care what you're telling me. Like, I'm not going to give you a second chance.
No, and there are stories that I know people that, like, as I'm listening to them, I'm like, you're embellishing this. Like, this didn't really happen.
Nope.
With him, it's 100%.
100%, yeah.
Yeah. The guy was like, do you just want to go outside? And Jesse goes, no. He goes, there's no money in it for me to kick your ass, and I have something to do on Saturday, and I don't want to hurt my hands.
I fucking love it. Oh, shit, dude.
Yeah.
Man.
And he didn't find me. He walked away, so it was good for him.
Nice. Win-win.
Two best.
No neck tat, didn't get in a fight.
Boom!
Shout out.
Win-win-win. That's
Birthday PVOs, dude. Couldn't bring that man down.
through the roof. Man. Jesse could kick some ass.
Yeah.
Man. I love it. Just straightforward. I mean,
Oh,
cuts,
yeah.
cuts right through the bullshit.
He was like, I know your friends. He goes, if you knew my friends, you wouldn't be saying what you're saying.
God damn it, I love it. All right, Dad, what's your best? Fuck, man.
I'm gonna give it a 1A, 1B just because I got Jesse's story too, dude.
Yes. All right. We all did 1A. I did 1A, 1B, 1C. But go ahead. Yeah.
No, so I cut Jesse's hair. We're talking. He's a big comic book guy too, so
Yeah.
I asked him if he started watching Kenobi. He said he hasn't started it yet, but he's been watching The Boys. And I was like, oh, I haven't started the new season yet.
So
and he goes, buddy, the first episode, I had to turn it off. And I go, it was that bad? He goes, it was that fucked up.
I heard what it was, yes. I heard what
I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, bro, he was like, I just had to turn it off and go, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I'm like, because I saw it on Twitter too. I was like, what the fuck are people talking about? And when I saw it, I'm like, this is very on brand for The Boys. So I'm not like, ah.
Yeah. And I was like, all right, well, now I got to watch it. I watched it. And it was great.
Yeah.
I immediately messaged him after I watched it. I was like, yeah, I know the scene. He goes, yeah, that wasn't CGI. They actually made that. That's a 2-story thing that the dude climbed in. And I was like, oh, shit. That's even better now. I like it even
the
better.
guy that shrinks and he goes into a
Yes.
penis.
Yeah.
Don't spoil it.
It's the first episode. It ain't the fucking season finale.
Jeez.
Yeah, just the
It was
tip.
basically Ant-Man just crawled into the tip
Of a
some
dick.
dude's dick.
Yeah.
And started dancing around and stroking him from the inside.
So
But
wild,
then he was
dude.
hopped up on blow that he
Sneezed and just exploded
and
his...
just grew big back to his normal size and split the dude in half.
Just
Aye.
wild.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Worse,
right.
worse than the best. I think we're there.
He had a B.
I had a B, but I had an actual best.
1A.
Oh, I thought one was
B.
Jesse and B was penis.
Okay. That was all part of the same story.
Hell yeah, dude. You sound like me.
B was Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there.
This
past
guy.
Sunday. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Fake ones, real ones, all of them get love.
All of them.
Ones that aren't here anymore.
So obviously, we go to my parents for the
See you,
cookout.
Dean.
And my dad does the thing where he just like super complains that he had to cook all day and like sweat.
Yeah.
But then he's like, if you try to help him, he didn't want help.
He
and like
loves
he
that
started
shit.
like
Come on,
super early.
Andrew, we know you want
know
to
what
do
I mean?
that.
So
Come
then
on.
he's like bragging about his recipes and like the different rubs that he did. And I'm not gonna lie, dude, the man throws down. We did like steaks and ribs and like potato packets on the grill. He did the whole nine.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I love that he just complained about it and then just like wanted everybody's opinion.
At the end of the day, he's like, I would have beat Bobby Flay today. Like, I would have fucking
He's like, he
crushed
didn't
him.
stand no chance, dude. These things are falling off the bone. And I'm like, technically, competition ribs aren't supposed to fall off the bone, but that's neither here nor there, dude.
And
It's
I was going to
Father's
say,
Day.
hot take. It's a Hot Takes podcast. I don't want my meat to fall off the bone. I want to pick up the bone so I can eat the meat.
Okay. Says the guy who gets boneless chicken nuggets.
Because I don't have to do any bone.
Because I don't want to do the bone. I want to pick up the bone and eat the meat.
Because now I pick straight up meat to
Well,
the
that's
face.
weird because if you pick up the bone and the meat falls off it, then you just pick up meat. There it is.
And that is the worst of the best.
Yeah, corner backed into correct. Yeah, okay. Moving on. Segment change.
And we are back.
Now that I think about it, that is really loud. I wonder how we tone that down. Because
I
it's
don't
it's
know.
deafening to the ears.
You probably have to just like find it and splice it.
Hey, Siri, turn that down. Okay.
Every one of the phones.
Shh. Next is top three or something. So who wants to start it off? Because I don't know who actually picked it.
Well,
I
did.
think you did. Yeah, go
I
for it. Screw that. Have at it.
all right.
That's empty.
So, seltzers.
I barely know her.
There you go. So my bronze is coming in. It is.
Just going right into it. Okay, bronze, silver, gold is how we do it.
Yeah,
How we
it is.
do it.
Yeah.
Come on, people, you know.
Well, when it's opposite day, we're going to go gold, silver, bronze.
No.
When
What
is
day's opposite
when is
day?
I was going to say when
Gold's
is
never going to be
It
third.
should have just been the Tuesday.
opposite
The
day
all
should
Tuesday
be in March to give March and that whole
Well,
stretch
if you do that, if gold is 3 and bronze is 1, what's silver?
2.
On the opposite day, it's this real thing?
Oh.
Ah.
Double entendre.
Anyways.
What's your bronze, man?
So I went with, this comes from the standard Topo Chico variety pack.
Topo Chico.
It has the exotic pineapple, strawberry guava, tropical mango, and lemon lime.
You would drink that, you fucking kombucha fuck.
I went with the tropical mango. It is delicious.
That's not all the flavors together.
No, that's
Oh.
the form, you idiot.
I thought you were
I
reading
said
off-
the pack.
I thought you were reading off like the Diet Pepsi Zero Sugar
No.
non-GMO.
Those are
It's
the
just
4
reading off
flavors
all
that
the
come
flavors
in
in the
that pack.
Okay. So,
So-
I'm with you.
Yes, Topo Chico basically comes from like a sparkling water in general. So
Gross.
it's like, it doesn't overpower you with like what we're drinking right
Yeah,
now, where it's not
sparkles.
super sweet.
Yeah.
And I mean, again, it's like $17.99, so it's a little bit on the higher end of the
Yeah.
seltzer packs.
For how many?
I think you get it 8
Don't.
to
I was going to say don't say 4.
no.
Now we're in IPA
I think you
territory.
get 8, 2 per flavor.
Yeah, I think you get 2 per favorite.
2 per favor. 2 per favor.
No, but it's just that tropical mango. It's because it is from like I said, the sparkling water part. It's not super sweet, and it doesn't just overpower. And it's, I think the whole thing with seltzers is, it's funny because I go back and forth with my wife, and she says the whole thing
My wife.
is because, and I guess we can just get into this right away before we actually go into the seltzers, even though I started.
Let's dive.
She claims that people drink the seltzers because they have less calories. Like, that was the whole craze. That's how they started. And I said,
Nope.
I'm not trying to be that guy, but I don't think guys do that.
A little devil's advocate.
I think guys drink it because it was either a fad or they like the taste of it. I'm sure there are some people that are like, if I'm going to have 10 of these, let me have less calories. But I don't think the majority of males do it for the calorie intake.
Any male that drinks to watch the calories, they have a Michelob Ultra in their hand. And they'll probably tell you why they're drinking a Michelob Ultra.
Kyle.
Trent.
So do we not like McUltras in general?
Boom
No, I
roasted.
love them.
I was saying they're pretty good.
They're good.
I mean,
They're no BLs.
Bud
but
Light MU?
If I had a second choice, it's a Mick Ultra.
It's a Coors. Mountains are blue, baby.
No.
But yeah, I mean,
Okay, Barstool.
I think it's just one of those like
Coors Light's just water. Get a different beer.
gets you drunk.
No,
yeah,
it
bro.
doesn't. That's the
He
point.
drinks the originals.
Yeah.
Don't let him fool you.
The banquets.
Oh,
the Snapple packs.
Drinking
The
original
fucking
Coors.
Pepto Bismol glass bottle babies.
Yeah.
Those things fuck.
But then don't let him fool you.
Yes.
He does drink the Coors Light.
Oh,
Just so you say mountains.
So
are
what
blue.
did what did you
Mountains are
pick?
blue.
I picked
Topo
the-
Chico Tropical Mango.
Thank you. Yes.
We should do top 3 fruits because mangoes honestly are making a big strong push.
Good news is we have our own pot. We can do whatever we
We can
want.
do whatever
Yeah,
we
we can.
want.
Our show, our rules. Dad, what's your bronze?
My bronze, which up until late was my favorite. It was my number one. You find it in the version 2.0 pack, I
Okay.
guess if that's what you want to call it.
Yeah.
Ain't no laws with the claws. So you go the second flavor pack with, I want to say, lemon, watermelon.
That was pack 2?
That was pack 2, yeah.
Interesting. Thank you for
Yeah.
the facts.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what else the other flavors were. Maybe passion fruit.
Yeah. So you're going claws.
I'm going claws,
2.0.
watermelon. Specifically the watermelon.
Brother, dude, we're in synchrony.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay.
Hell.
So I agree. You'll see that later. Anything else?
That's it.
That's it? Okay.
Yeah.
Easy, concise. Bronze for me. This one was a late bloomer for me as well. I had only had it to my knowledge, which, again, for those listening, I forget things that I do like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah, bud.
remembering what I did, a year ago,
It's all the BLs.
love them. Shout out. Sponsor us. Truly's, the strawberry lemonade.
Okay.
Kyle put me onto them. He would always have a pack of them. I don't know what's better, the taste or the can design.
It's a good can. They make
It is
good
a good
cans.
can. It
Puts
is
my
good
head in a
can.
blender. It's a black can with that like yellow,
Yeah.
pinkish, like
Yeah.
no, it's more of a salmon. Just a sexy can.
Yeah, dude.
They taste delicious. And yeah, I just said I just started getting attached to them last summer. They are really good. It is funny to think though that Truly's originally came out with White Claw at the same time in 2016
Yeah.
was when they
And
first.
they're just getting absolutely shitted on.
Yeah, that's when they first walked on the scene, and it was just like, I feel like seltzers didn't become a thing until almost 2020.
That was like back when there was Blu-ray and HD DVDs. The suckers that bought HD DVDs like, oh, this is gonna be a big thing. They were actually
Loser.
gonna pick one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It turns out it's gonna be Blu-ray.
Well, because that brought me up to a
That's
thing.
that Tropic Thunder where he's like, it came down to gamers and porn.
It
Porn
literally
big
was.
HD,
Yes.
And the gamers went Blu-ray. And then
Yeah.
everything just went Blu-ray.
Blu-ray, yeah. And it made me realize or like have that weird thought of COVID really did like fuck up a timeline, I think,
Oh,
for
yeah.
all of us. Because it all gets lost in the sauce for me, and I don't
It's
know
either BC before COVID.
AD after Dovid. But yeah, you get it. And so yeah, that's my bronze. Truly
Yeah.
strawberry lemonade.
Woo.
Party can.
That is a good candy. They had the regular
is.
lemonade, and then what was the black cherry lemonade?
So, and that's what I would argue too is funny because truly for me, when they first came out, or the cans that are your traditional like almost white silver,
They were the white, yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Hate almost every flavor, but those strawberry lemonade ones,
Dude, that was when everybody was
Disgusting.
like, oh, we got to be White Claw.
yep,
And then it was just like, no, we got to do a whole different spin on it.
yeah, because
White Claw just had the game wrapped up.
well, hot take though, because White Claw you could include with it, but I think more of their flavors than less are good or drinkable. Almost everybody that came out with their own iteration, only one flavor actually was delicious.
Out of the pack.
Packs, yeah, like it was tough sledding there for a minute.
Dude, I remember, shout out my buddy, dude. He would buy the plain
Buddy.
I don't know if he wants his name called out on here.
That's all right. We'll call him Buddy.
Hey, buddy!
Hey,
buddy!
Buddy.
You'll know the story. You'll know who
He
you
would
are.
just, he would buy like packs of the plain White Claws and just mix those in Tito's. And just double
plain
alcohol.
White Claws are a thing?
Yeah, plain White Claws are a thing.
I've never heard
Instead
that.
of
Muy
just like-
interesante.
Instead of just like vodkas and soda water, he was like, I get a little extra kick
Okay.
in there. And I was
Vodka
like,
and
There's a chick
All right,
Trini
it-
follows on Instagram. Like that's just what she does. Yeah.
Likes to party a little
little
harder. than
Tito's,
us.
little Tito's and a little watermelon.
Oh, yeah.
Cool, baby.
It's like, so Bailey's goes in your coffee every morning, I'm assuming, too. All right,
Yeah.
got it. Check. Okay. Yep, Skur. Silver,
All right,
silver
so
medal
my
round.
silver.
Yes.
this is going to be a little bit sweeter than my bronze, if we're
Hello.
going in terms of the taste profile. This comes from the Mick Ultra Signature Flavor Collection. So I'm going to read off all 4 here. So this has literally watermelon strawberry, cucumber lime, peach pear, and spicy pineapple.
What's a pear look like again?
It's kind of oblong. It starts off...
It's one that
Like
wants to be a
pear-shaped.
mango, right?
No, it's green. It's heavier on the
It's
bottom.
like
and it
wants
gets
to be an
skinny.
apple, but it's
Apple, but it's
Yeah.
stretched out and has like
They
a...
literally say like pear shaped, like if you're kind of bottom heavy.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Wagon City.
Anyway, so the silver spicy pineapple, because it's delicious first and foremost.
Say it again.
Spicy pineapple.
Silver spicy?
Yeah, because it kind of offsets how sweet it is with that kick.
Mix it with Flamin' Hot Mountain
Oh,
Dew and you got
there
yourself
it
a
is,
cocktail,
baby.
baby.
Because some of these they have to like they're
No,
like
they
what we're
don't.
drinking right now. These are overpowering in terms of the sweetness.
I love them.
Oh, they're fucking...
Oh no.
They're so good.
Bomb.com.
And I was like, nah, I need something here.
No.
And that does it. And it's good. And it's Mick Ultra, like we talked about.
No.
Boom.
All right. So that's double less calories? Do they have less calories
It has
than
to be.
other seltzers?
Yes.
Less.
It was already the
Less,
thing.
less.
Yeah.
Now they're- yes.
Save more
We have
calories.
negative
by
12
buying
calories
this
in these.
seltzer.
You drink these, you get drunk, and you get
However,
skinny.
Bud Light,
It's
if you
nuts.
want to sponsor you, I will drink as many of these as you'll sell.
Hello.
You fucking know it. Duh, what's your silver?
It is this little bad boy right here, dude.
What do we got?
Oh, for the people? For the people? For the people?
What
That's
is-
a little Bud Light Seltzer Cherry Limeade from the old
That's a lot.
tie-dye retro pack.
I know, dude.
It's got a little 3 flavors in it. Cherry Limeade, Blue Raspberry, and the Twisted Raspberry. Is that what it was?
I don't know. It's in the fridge. I'm
Twisted
sure
Berry.
he'll
Yeah.
break another one.
It was
literally
like
is twisted
Cherry
raspberry.
Limeade,
Yeah.
like a blue slushy or a bomb pop. Is basically what those 3 flavors are.
Yeah, it's the frozen popsicles that we talked about.
Oh,
you
yeah.
melt them down, you fucking suck them down, and they're...
And I gotta tell you, man, this Cherry Limeade is just slapping right now. dude.
slapping you right in the pussy.
It's so freaking
And you
good.
can just
It's
go
delicious.
hard on these all night.
No,
Okay.
absolutely.
It is
not.
crazy how the
I can't drink
seltzers...
seltzers like that. Regardless, I probably do like 3 of them max. Like those Trulies, I drink 1, and then it's like 2 tars.
Those are Sugar
It's like what
City.
these are.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was going to say, I think I have a weird theory where White Claws pound them all day. They're like beers, and I don't know if it's because they got there first, it's a placebo effect. All the other ones, I agree, you have to transition to just regular beer or something.
Yeah.
Like after
Eventually.
a minute. Yeah. It's nuts.
Till we get to the end.
Science.
Then we'll talk.
Yeah.
Silver, Cherry Limeade, Bud Light Seltzer Retro Pack.
We're wavelengths. Something's in the air. My silver is also Bud Light Seltzers, specifically the tie-dye cans is what I put.
Tie-dye cans.
So I put here, I think anything tie-dye just draws
Big
me
4
right
flavors.
in. No,
Did ya?
anything tie-dye just draws me right in. Like it's something about it. It
There's
just...
something about it, dude. It's free spirit.
Dude, just like, so people want to label me a hipster. And
Country
it's like,
ass shit.
my Morgan Wallen flag was tie-dyed. I would fly it, but it's not. Yeah, no, that's actually all I wrote.
That just surprised me.
Yeah.
tie-dye cans.
But it's those
all
Bud
over.
Lights, like I love them. You know, I'm gonna back them all day, every day, and you know, they're just good.
Yeah.
And
Good.
I will say, shout out our sponsor AJ. He was the one when he worked at his old company. I don't know if we're allowed to say, because again, our show. He
Our
was
show,
like,
our rules.
yeah, he was like, Bud Light's coming out with their seltzers, like get ready. And he even said, I think in the very beginning, he goes, wait for the second pack. He's like, wait for the second edition.
Yeah.
And it was the tie-dye ones, and I'm like, oh brother,
Oh yeah.
these are it.
Dude,
Struck
I
gold.
heard the hard sodas. Like
Yes.
Bud Light has the hard sodas. I hope those are good.
I haven't even
That
tried
will-
them yet. I was going to try it for this pod, but I'm like, now I think we're just getting into a territory where it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's a seltzer anymore.
I mean,
it says seltzer on it.
I want the Pepsi coffee. Bring me that nitro.
The nitro Pepsi.
That stuff looks like it's a fucking...
That's poop city. If there was ever a coffee that would just look like straight diarrhea,
It's just
for your body.
The
it's
deepest
the
belch
nitro
with the
Pepsi.
fucking fattest shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh, okay. Gold medal round.
Gold
do it.
medal
Yes.
round.
This is all the marbles, people.
It is.
We need a
And-
gong.
Yes.
That would be sick for a gold medal round.
If only we had things that could produce sounds.
What?
We have all kinds of soundboards and everything like that.
There's
You
no
can't
sitting
go on.
I should... Okay, yeah.
Jeez.
I got a native weight kick.
medal round, baby. Here it comes.
Before we get into
Gold medal.
This guy, he loves him. He loves him.
I do think before we get into the gold medal round, so that way we don't take a bunch of shit in the comments, even though we love all feedback, we do need to clarify something that we talked about, that we are excluding high noons from this conversation.
No, we're not.
Oh, we're not?
No, we're not.
Okay.
No, we're not.
Duh, you're gold. I think I have some hints.
Because I would probably put 2 of the 3 flavors in it, and that's why I didn't, but I will put a little subsection
Use
after
them
that.
as the honorable mentions will be a high noon discussion versus the H&M.
Okay. So my gold medal in
Unless-
terms of these seltzers comes from the Truly Margarita Mix Pack, which currently retails for $15.99.
Thank you.
They have the Classic Lime, Strawberry Hibiscus, Watermelon Cucumber, and Mango Chili.
I want to hear the strawberry hibiscus.
It's the mango chili,
Oh.
and it's delicious.
I guess chili's cool.
And this dude says he doesn't like Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew.
Idiot. You're
This
drinking
guy's
all the
getting
spicy
pineapple, the mango chili.
and
Oh,
chili,
yeah.
chili booze.
They cut each other, man. I need the sweet and that spicy. One, probably because, I mean, a margarita is probably
The
just
Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew didn't do it for you?
No. Just a go-to vacation drink or just really just a drink in general. They're delicious.
It's called a margarita.
Right. So in the margarita pack,
Oh, shit.
I'm going to go with the mango chili.
Shit. Walked right into that one.
Yes.
Happy
And
vacation.
just kind of go to it. Like, I think gun to my head, obviously, I classify the high noons, which we're going to talk about here in a second, by themselves. I think Trulies are the better seltzer.
Truly?
Yeah. I truly believe that.
I truly believe it, too.
Better than White Claws? Better than Noons?
They're not better than Noons. That's what I said. I think Noons
Alright.
is just in a game all by itself.
Nooners.
But if
to the
I'm
moon.
going
Nooners,
all
mooners.
the other seltzers in
Mooners,
general,
baby.
I think Trulies are the best. Like I was going through, I was like, I could have picked that one. I like that one.
Truly today's opposite day then.
They have like 2 packs where like 3 of the 4 flavors are legitimately good.
Yeah.
And I think if you get 2 out of the 4, you're above average.
Because they truly had enough time to figure out their taste stuff.
Well,
want-
because
you
here's
want
the
one
thing.
more?
I think they're just going, like, truly in the opposite direction of White Claws, where White Claws are just sticking to, like, main flavors. They're not
And they want to
spicing
actually
it up,
make
and
their
they're just doing
customers'
it.
palates like, ooh, this is good.
Yeah,
And
where,
Truly's
like,
like-
Truly was just like, hey, man,
Chili?
if we're going to go lemonades, we're going margaritas. The fruit punch packs are actually really good, too.
Okay.
I mean, from the bottom of my heart, I would truly
Truly.
like to thank them for what they're doing.
I truly don't respect your gold. What
I
was
love
it
what
again?
you're doing. Signed, yours truly.
The margarita
Brandon
mix pack,
Sturdad.
mango chili,
What was the one that was the hibiscus?
The
strawberry hibiscus.
What is hibiscus?
It's a flower.
Yeah.
They crush that up? Oh, they do one of those grinder bowls, I bet, don't they?
And I'm not
Like
a huge
Palma stuff?
I'm not a huge watermelon flavor person. Like I'll eat watermelon, but just watermelon flavored stuff I don't normally gravitate to. But the watermelon cucumber is really good too.
Only good watermelon flavored things on planet Earth are as follows: booze, watermelon stuff, double bubble. No, the bubble yum, or what's that called? The
What
Bubblelicious.
What booze flavored water or watermelon flavored booze are you drinking?
You'll see. What's your gold?
White Claws.
Truly.
My number 1 was the Forbidden.
I'm trying to think of everything forbidden. I'm drawing a blank right now. The forbidden fruit.
Yeah,
fruit.
the big one.
No, no, that's the forbidden garden.
No,
Garden of Eden.
that had the forbidden fruit.
The Forbidden Fruit.
Made
Good
it.
thing it wasn't pineapple, because pineapple high noons, straight to the moon, nooners to the mooners, as Travis said. Is the
Give me
best
a gun.
flavor.
Give me a fucking sound, man. Yeah, put a full clip in the air, dude. Fuck, man. Shit. Yeah, go. Sorry, I was done.
Yeah, no, just pineapple packs, man. Those are like, I'm not a huge pineapple person, but like, Noon has like watermelon, black cherry, passion fruit, grapefruit, peach. What's the other one? Pineapple, obviously, that I said. But no, like
Dodge,
the
duck,
more
dip,
citrus,
dive, and
the more
dodge.
citrusy
They have kiwi
fruits are
now.
the ones that like I usually
Kiwi,
don't
lime.
gravitate towards, like
Well-
White Claws. Like the watermelon high noons are like super far down the list.
What do you want me to do
for
with
me.
those?
But the watermelon claws are super high up the list.
Yeah, correct.
So like the pineapple high noons are top notch. They're my favorite right now.
Yeah, it's one of those. They're so They're so delicious. I almost understand Fergalicious why they only have 4 of them.
I heard a song
Yeah.
today, it's like, what is my Fergie thoughts? I don't know if she's properly rated, underrated, or overrated.
Some
Overrated.
Yeah, there was that whole thing that went around for the longest time where they're like, if you actually
They
look
heard her
at Fergie,
actual verse and what she looks like. they're
yeah,
like,
she's
"Ugh."
gross. But I'm like,
And then she sang the national anthem and
Bad.
everybody laughed.
not delicious. Yeah. Okay. High noons.
High knits to
I-
the moon.
They're fire. My gold is on this page still. So, watermelon only White Claws.
That's it, huh?
It as soon as he said it, I was like, motherfucker, this is your. I'm like, shit, did I fuck this up? But no,
No, because it's your list.
I know, and that's why I'm gonna bring it back. So it's one of those where, when White Claws took the world by storm, just swept across the nation, they were really good, but I think it was more of a. It was the allure of them. It was like seltzers. Like, what the
Black
what are
cherry
these?
this?
Black
Well-
Cherry had an absolute hold on everybody.
Well, no, and that's what I said. Like, White Claw, I looked it up because they gained basically all their fame from social media posts. Like, I didn't know that. So when they came out in 2016, they were just out. They were
That
prevalent.
stupid comedian, Trevor Wallace.
Really?
He did that skit where he's like, ain't no laws though when you're drinking claws.
Well, so I'm glad you brought that up. I said the one
Because
negative.
there are no laws.
No, there's a few. So one negative thing I will put with my gold is it gave us arguably one of the quickest burnout catchphrases. I tell you what,
Was that it?
no laws when you're drinking claws. If I would have heard that one more time, I wanted to fucking send the claws straight to, I don't know, not the moon, Saturn.
Not the moon.
Yeah, Uranus.
My cousin said it a
Nice.
lot.
What?
My cousin said it a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She thinks she's funny. Sometimes she's not. Respectfully, sorry, but give me a gunshot. Shots fired.
That's a kill shot.
Yeah. Anyways, but that's my goal. Is
Yeah.
So the other thing I put to give it PVOs were low. Now they're going to get high again.
There it goes.
They were arguably the White Claw that when they were in a cooler during the summer up at the lake, those were devoured first.
Oh yeah.
Watermelon?
Yes, everybody went chasing for those. Like it was
They were
Bob.
in the version 2.0 pack.
Yeah,
Like
and-
the Black Cherry was like the ones that everybody got. So then
Yeah.
there was the people that would buy like the variety pack, and then
just-
I would just buy Black Cherries.
Yep.
But people would only drink their Black Cherries out of the variety pack, and then drink everybody else's Black Cherries out of their own pack.
Yeah.
So then the only things that are left are like lime, and you're just like, yeah, I didn't buy these.
Yeah, like this is tough.
What about the guy that just buys regular claws and then just pours it into Tito's?
Yeah, those were there.
That guy's on
Those
a,
were there.
that guy's on a different wave.
Wasn't nobody touching those.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to go on his
Somebody
boat.
grabbed it and goes, blue, I've never seen this before. Plain? No thanks.
Barf.
So if
What was it, static electricity?
they have some, I think it's White Claw. It's like, it's a blue can. It's like White Claw,
I would hope.
almost like Extreme or something where it has, it's like 9%.
No,
I know
it's
what
like
you're talking
Bud
about.
Light Platinums and all that.
Yeah.
But it's
like
White Claw.
Yeah.
I forget what, but they're tough. Like this
Yeah.
is like you're drinking something that's 9%, and it's supposed to be lightly flavored like a seltzer,
Yeah.
and it is not.
To give it like context, when you do a what's that called, a beer boat or a beer
A flight?
a flight boat airplane and same thing. When it is 9% or above, I would argue every drink almost feels like a shot.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. You're like, should you be a beer at this point? Like, you're too drunk. I'm gonna be too drunk. Let's just knock this off.
Hey, buddy, you want to drink this 14%?
Yeah,
No,
White Claw
absolutely not.
Surge.
Surge.
Yeah, Surge.
Not to be confused with Ibaka.
All right, so to not say honorable mention because we're talking about it, but again, I didn't put them in there. But yes, if I have a go-to seltzer right now, which I think is just head and shoulders
Off
above
the charts.
anything else,
Oh, yeah.
it is a peach high noon.
The peach ones?
Yes.
Yeah, they're my second
And
favorite.
I don't like grapefruit at all.
But they are
They're
stinky
delicious.
good.
Yes.
I love a
They're
sneaky
third
good drink.
one, dude.
Oh,
They're
they
third
are.
for me. I hate
And
grapefruit.
nobody drinks them, so they're always there, and
Yeah.
you're just like,
Thank
swoop
you.
that over
Because everybody
here.
already goes, ooh, grapefruit, that's way too strong.
Yeah,
I don't know
nope.
why it's not. I don't know why it's not here.
I love
perfect.
grapefruit.
Yeah,
Is that what we said?
Yeah.
I don't want this to come off the wrong way, but do you actually know what a grapefruit is?
No, it's the one that has
Grapefruit,
the.
orange fruit, apple fruit.
No, it's grapefruit's the one. Hold on, it's circular.
Yes.
You chop it in half, and
Okay.
people eat it with a spoon out of it.
Okay. I think you know what you're talking about.
I've seen a video.
Do you know what color the inside is?
Reddish.
Okay.
Salmon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Most commonly confused with an orange.
Did not know that.
There it is.
Oranges, hot take, should be seedless.
I mean,
How would you replant an orange?
yeah, what are you going to do?
Ah.
Just get like a cutie, dude.
No, those have seeds in them too. And when I tell you, when a
Really?
seed ends up in a cutie, I get pissed.
That's got to be a mature.
So then if
cutie.
we're lumping them in, then high noons are the best seltzer period.
Oh, high noon's
100%. They are at the mountaintop.
Is it a close second?
No.
I really don't. I mean, these Bud Light.
That's like because you're
Cherry limeades
you're,
are pretty
you're,
sick.
you're pretty good.
No, I mean the water claw.
The water claw.
The watermelon.
Water claw.
Do the watermelon
crawl. The watermelon.
Country ass shit.
The watermelon white claws, honestly, are the closest. But it's a race where it's like Usain and he's looking back and he's the nooner and he's just like, peace.
Yeah.
Like, I beat you. I don't even care. Like, it's good.
Yeah.
Top 3.
That's why they come in force.
Yeah.
My honorable mention will probably be the fruit punch Trulies.
Truly.
True.
They have the best cans.
They do.
They do have the best.
That's-
Like the best marketing. Like,
And we're
Right
judging
there.
books by their covers. I mean, that's what we do. So,
ooh,
like,
I did have.
a good book.
No, the Simplies. You know, like the Simply orange juice or Simply apple juice, Simply lemonade.
I don't
The
like that
brand
they're
Simply.
Simply instead of Truly. That's
Yeah.
weird.
But like the brand Simply.
I would
they
like
made-
one.
They made seltzers and they had like a lemonade pack. So it was like
Is the Simply...
lemonade, blueberry, and then
But
like
is-
something else, like a watermelon something.
But is Simply the one that's like the buble? Is that what it is, or is that different? What? You want to trade?
Yeah.
Trade skis? $5.
Trade skis?
$5.
$5.
Aren't?
A
Oh,
lot
nice.
cooler if you did.
A lot cooler.
What is going on?
What? Fireworks.
Uh,
Here's a hot take. How many fireworks, like, do you need to shoot off to be considered like a successful show? Because I kid you not, man, they shoot
one,
off-
and it's the fucking
Juggernaut one.
the tree, the
Oh, the
willow
one that
tree
comes down, feels like
that
it's gonna hit
nobody
you in the
does
face.
anymore.
Those ones are
That nobody does it anymore.
best firework when
Are
they're
they banned?
huge.
Oh yeah.
But I'm saying, when
Hot
they
take: is there a more overrated celebration than fireworks?
St. Patty's Day.
gender reveal.
Yes.
See, I'm surprised you didn't think of that, idiot.
I don't
Idiot.
celebrates that anymore. Just change it.
All right, that's top 3. You guys say stuff because I'll be right back.
So, no, yes, I agree. If you're going to buy a pack, which again, nooners in general are coming in 4s, you're getting 8 in most of the seltzer packs.
Yeah.
So that's the only deterrent. But yeah, I think they're, and we're probably gonna get shit because again, it's like vodka, so they're gonna be like, no, it's not a true seltzer. But man,
It says hard seltzer on it. You know what I
if
mean?
it's on the box,
It's on the box. That's their marketing ploy. They got me. I fell for it. It's in there.
yeah.
If it's on the box,
Because
You gotta fall for it.
they're variety packs. They don't come into 4s, right? Where you're just getting 4 singles. Like you get 4 of like one flavor, or their variety packs are like 12, aren't they? Like you get 3 of, or you get 3 flavors.
you
of,
get 3 of 4.
Yeah,
So
that's
they
what I
come in
thought.
12 packs.
Yeah,
Or you could just buy the singles for the 4 bangers.
yeah.
That's
Well,
it.
Let us know. This should be a pretty heavily debated topic. We'll put some polls out there.
Which ones did we miss? I feel like we got all the good ones.
Truly, I think we covered it all.
Truly. Kerr came out here with the bangers from left field.
Segment change.
Segment change. And we're so fucking back.
Hot take alert. You guys are gonna fucking love this.
I
I
hope
love
so.
now that I get why we did the thing where we don't tell each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
way better.
This is sick. So my hot take, put it on the board. I have the answer to social media.
No, you don't.
Okay.
It's a hot take.
What's
I agree with it,
what's-
whatever it is.
What's the question? What are you answering?
I have the
Yeah.
answer to social media. No, so it's
social
running.
media question? I have the answer.
It's running rampant. It needs to be put in check.
Yeah, no internet connection. That's the answer.
I agree, but that's a slippery slope. But I put here because I was actually expecting you guys to basically be like, "You're a fucking idiot."
We don't know what you're answering yet.
yeah.
Just give us time.
Well, I know. So I said we're reaching a point where we need to do something to keep it in check before it's too late. And I have examples of things going too long, left unchecked. These are the government, taxes, Area 51,
Social media.
Apartment rent being more than house mortgages. Organic food. Laws. Why real
Laws.
There are none.
Why real cash is frowned upon versus credit cards and fake money. Unchecked. Need to be. It's terrible.
So what's this guy do with social media?
Yeah.
I'm just saying we have to keep it in check. There's things in the world that we don't keep in check, and we have to keep in check.
And social media is one of them.
Correct.
And your hot
It
take
was
is
at the
that
very
you have
bottom of
now
that list?
found the answer.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're tackling the list from bottom up.
Yes.
Right.
Thank you.
You're just
So then
giving me
let-
a little appetizer for the dinner.
Correct.
I get it.
Come on, man. It's a party. So the progression, the evolution of social media bewilderment goes as follows, roughly. Actual people doing pyramid schemes and inviting you to do them, sending them to you, DMing you on
It's
whatever.
not a pyramid scheme.
No, it's not. It's just shaped like a...
MLM, dude. It's multi-level marketing. Get it right.
Yeah, you wouldn't get it. Then we moved into old people getting Facebook hacked and ending up with 10 plus accounts, and you have your aunt, your uncle, or whomever like, guys, follow this one. My other one got hacked, and it's like, this is the third one in 2 months. Like, figure it the fuck out.
You're in pending world now.
Quit
You're in
clicking.
pending purgatory now.
Quit clicking on your friend from high school that sends you a link that's like, I promise this is good. Click here. Don't do that. And then I put here actually it cooled off for a moment.
Okay.
Then we moved into the Robo Stripper accounts. Then we got the brand ambassador accounts. Hey, you would be so good for our jewelry. You want to wear some? No, I don't.
Send
No.
it.
Yeah,
Send it.
thank you. And now we're getting crypto get rich quick accounts. I can't tell you how many people follow me, and it's like Jerry _ Crypto King 91.
What's he trying to sell you?
He just goes, hey, send me your info. I got all the links for the crypto. I bet you don't.
Just post them then, Jared.
Yeah. And then I put what's next because I don't know. So I put here, we need a cleanse. We need something to brush through social media and just, again, not uncheck it, put it in check, have some accountability. I have some ways. The verified badges that everybody is so heavily sought after because it's like to be verified just all of a sudden means you're just goaded out the back. Your account's going to just blow up. You're just this cool person. You're idolized. That should just be if you're a real fucking person. Hot take. Give me a check mark because I'm me.
What color check mark is it?
Doesn't
Blue.
matter.
Ooh.
Because
I
then it
think
gets
the blue
in.
checks are going to be pissed.
Well, so I put here, it's actually really funny because the examples for Facebook and Instagram, I mean, they own each other, or Facebook owns Instagram. You can actually just go file a form to request a check mark.
I'm doing it tomorrow.
What? You get 30 days. One of the questions on their form is, why should you be verified? And I put, how about because I'm the fucking real version of me? Verify me.
Nah.
That would end because in my...
What brand do you ambassador?
It's such trash. My whole theory and my whole thought is we post things, or I should say the example to use would be big following or followed accounts. So you can use Barstool, you can use celebrities, athletes, whatever. When they post something, look at the comments next time. 25 to 50 of the comments are just now flooded with, oh my God, don't look at my story. You don't want to look at my story. Seriously, it's so dirty. And it's like, what? And then you click on it, and again, it's like we've talked about before.
You clicked on the story?
No.
What's in the story?
No. You click on the name.
Come on, Uncle Jerry.
You go to this account, and it's 0 posts, like 0 followers, following like 69 people. And it's the
Nice.
it's the Britney XOXO _69. And it's like literally...
Is she back?
She is not back.
Is she toxic?
This whole thing's toxic. But it's funny because even in their bio now, what was the one it said the other day? I should have wrote it down. It said like, will you hunt me? ?
Nice.
And it's just like, what? Like, what are we doing here? Like,
I think she's trying to get hung.
but I think
It's not that hard of a question.
it's very weird to me in a world of algorithms and just like, hey, this is all being catered to you in a certain way. Maybe just flush out all the bullshit. Like, don't you have a team somewhere that's like, hey, we noticed that when this person posts, 50 accounts all say the same weird, horny shit, and they're not real people. Like, maybe we should do some due diligence here and either siphon them out or message them and be like, hey, what is this? What's going on? Are we about to report you or block, like erase you, whatever. Like, I just think social media is getting to a very scary point where there's too many just, I don't know.
So is your answer to get rid of the bots or that everybody gets a check?
I think everybody should get a check. Because
So we're not getting rid of the bots.
well, the
bots can still comment. They're just not checked.
and that's what I was
So
thinking.
I don't fall for their schemes.
I think it's like anything else. So the government.
I'm not falling for them now. They're not
Real.
checked.
Well, what other things do we get kind of like forced to do or pushed into do? You know what I mean? So it's like, hey, by such and such date, like upload a picture of a photo ID, upload something that proves you are you. And then it's like now this whole verified thing actually has like a purpose, and it's not just, hey, you're some chick that fucking shows cleavage and you have 3 million followers. Like, you know what I mean?
That'd be a good cleavage.
Well, I know, but it goes back to
Boobs
you,
are good.
You guys, boobs are tight. You hate when I bring up the Joe Rogan stuff, but he makes a good point where he's like, the scientist that's like just doing groundbreaking shit has like 10,000 followers. This chick that just has a fat ass has 5 million.
Yeah, bud.
That's what happens.
What do you want me to do about it?
I've said that for the longest time. Like we have
That guy's not posting his work out there.
No, like we have trading cards of like athletes. Like, why can't I just watch like a world-renowned surgeon do open heart surgery on you?
Yeah.
Outside of HIPAA laws, but it's like that's what I should be doing. This guy's literally saving lives.
Yeah.
This guy's just throwing a football 60 yards. Like,
Yeah.
why don't I have a trading card of like one of the smartest people?
Yeah, and that's what's like flabbergasting to me too.
Probably.
But it's a business idea. If businesses just started doing trading cards of just themselves, it would catch on just because it would be fun.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know. I guess the whole thing with the verified check marks, to go back to that, is the idea.
Guess what? Now we make it so people can't go see this doctor no more because now he's in such high demand. He got a big head on his shoulder. He ain't
goes
taking that.
viral.
He's fucking Doctor Strange now, and he's like, I don't
Oh,
want
yeah.
that patient.
His doctors
I don't want
aren't
that
arrogant
patient
at all.
I don't want that patient. I don't want that patient.
But then,
Struck by lightning. Now you're talking to me.
okay, so then if we
Gotcha.
argue it in a good way, like you're saying, with the social media, the viral aspect to it, you post said doctor doing a live surgery or whatever, you can watch him. I'm sure other doctors, physicians, nurses, you name it, are going to want to watch instinctively if they're just that involved in their craft.
I'm sure they do that already.
And
Every
then,
surgery is recorded.
and then
I'm
they
pretty sure
go,
they watch them.
hey, guess what?
Like classes now you watch.
Yeah.
And see
We tried this the last time. It was a weird, crazy roundabout thing, but it actually is really good, saves time, does this, does that, blase, blase. Like, why is that not a thing?
I'm sure it is. If you're a doctor or a resident, you probably get a special password to do it because they don't want serial killers out here just learning how to cut people open, bro.
That's a whole nother pod for another day, because that's just
Well,
bad.
I'm just saying that's what it is. That's a psychology. Can you stab somebody physically? Yeah.
DTS.
Psychology? No.
Down to stab, but
What's the HBO show that truth be told, I never watched it, so I don't know
Nick.
how close this analogy is going to be. But it's like you basically plug yourself into this weird world, and it's like
The Matrix?
no,
Oh, Westworld.
yeah, Westworld. That's what social media is. It's just all fake.
You talking
It's just
about
what
the
you want to
metaverse?
make out of it.
But I guess what I'm trying
You
to
can't
do...
take anything for real.
You can't, like, you basically just have to take it with a grain. But what I'm trying... I guess my idea in a very lofty goal would be to just create some, like, relevancy and just know that, like, hey, when I communicate with this person or I communicate with that person, it's actually
If
them.
you're not a human being, you can't be on it.
Yeah, like, why...
no
why,
automated accounts.
Why is that not a thing?
No, totally
Blows
agree.
my mind.
Totally agree.
Because
Yeah.
then you can still keep the elusive or the exclusive club aspect to it, because now you just have different levels or tiers of the check marks. You know, this color means that color means this. You get 2 of them or something. You know what I mean? Like, the celebrities can still have
So
their...
it's the same exact thing.
It's not the same
Except
thing.
one just says, hey, I'm a human. This one says I'm not a human.
No, one says, A, you're a human, and one says, A, you're a brain ambassador. You're Michael Jackson. You're a famous... You know what I mean? Like, it breaks it up in those categories.
What if they're a triple threat?
Triple threat. Triple standard, double standard. No, I don't know, man. We're getting to a point that's scary, and I don't think people, like, recognize it to where you see all these things where people
Well,
are...
people create all these bots so then they can sell them, and then it just boosts your followers. So, like, yeah, I just bought 10,000 bots. Now I have 10,000 followers. So now my followers look like it's more than what it is.
Which, let's talk... That's stupid as fuck. Why do you care to have 10,000 fake people follow
Because
you?
it looks better for
Because it
your
looks
numbers.
better for my brand.
I follow you, and it's
Hence
like,
my
this guy-
cleanse.
Oh, I agree.
So, like, there are people.
Buddy, I'm about to pay for it for our IG account.
No, don't.
2D, 1D. Just shot the moon.
Bots.
As soon
And then we're spamming everybody.
because we were getting bot DMs. I mean, I send them to you guys all the time whenever we get them. It's funny to me how all it takes for me is a grammatical error, and I'm like, nope, I'm over it. Like, you're not a real fucking person. I'm out. And again,
shouldn't it be like a real person? Because nobody types in grammatically correct.
they probably spoke to text, and I just want to punch all those people that do that. It's so fucking. Oh my god, just use your fucking brain and type. You got fingers, do it. We're getting off track.
Very much.
We're getting off track.
Yeah,
I guess I'm gonna agree with your solution that bots need to be gone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
He's
if
not
that,
saying bots
I don't
need to
know.
be
I don't know if
gone.
that
He's just
changes
saying-
social media, but I do agree that
It's
there should be some clarification where the average Joe knows now that they're interacting with a human being or somebody that is just computer generated, and you're gonna just go down a rabbit hole.
Because here's the thing, and I guess maybe this will help like connect it and tie it all together. We're gonna have people that are the boomers that just fall for everything. They've been trained, taught, grown up with the idea of like, if somebody tells me I owe them money, I would like to pay them so I'm not indebted to something. And they pay these bots. They pay everybody. It's like, how are we not trying to help everybody just hone it in a bit and be like, social media is meant to be a great thing. Shocker, we just turn it into fucking dog shit. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what humans do, bro.
Well, and that's what I put here. Side note, the whole algorithm, and in other countries, I guess it was that one TikTok video that was actually insightful that said in China or Japan, and again, I think we talked about it, where the algorithm just shows you like influential shit, like things that would get your mind thinking.
Stimulate your brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just good stuff where,
Boobs.
yeah. And that's what I put. I was like, everything we do at some point just gets taken over by hot chicks, which shout out to them. Like, you're doing your thing. It's the Glenny Balls like we talked about at work. He does those episodes now. He's had a few where he has OnlyFans chicks on there. And it's like, yeah, if you're going to make 6 figures in 30 days, why would you not? It's insane.
And you want to get rid of these people for doctors?
Well, because
Idiots.
But at least they're real, and so they would be, again, they'd be verified, they'd get the check mark, but it's just a crazy world we live in, man, where it's like no matter what, if you give somebody, a live stream, a camera, a feed, whatever, it just turns into chicks in bikinis or something, and it's like...
Would you pay for a doctor's OnlyFans if his thing was performing surgeries?
I don't think doctor surgery stuff like is my niche, you know what I mean? So I don't...
Just feet?
Well, no. I would want to watch... That's a great question. What would you want to watch? If you could have any sort of live stream, but you'd have to pay for it and subscribe to it, what would you pay to watch?
That's a good question.
Sounds like a pod for another day.
But I love it. Okay, we could leave that as a loaded, gun on the table. Full clip.
Top 3 live streams that we're paying for.
I love... Ooh,
Honestly,
that's creative.
honestly, probably like barbers, like different barbers.
See? And you'd learn.
Yeah.
Or you would be like also... Yeah.
And you'd learn.
Well, because I'm saying that's the premise of, again, why they said in other countries is you watch these and you're like, I'm gaining something from this. Like, that should be the whole perspective of social media, and it's not. It's bizarre to me that it's just, comedy, which I think you can gain that because laughter or whatever,
This is the best medicine.
It's fun.
Patch Adams, baby. But then every other one is just fucking boobs. And just
Boobs are
sex. And it's like, we're just making this whole world horny.
Honestly? Yeah.
This podcast is making people horny.
Hopefully. Yeah, at this point, we've fallen off the rails completely. It's the Seltzers talking.
Yeah, that was not a hot take. I agreed with you, Dud. I don't know if you do or not.
I
don't know whether you
with,
can agree with
that.
it.
Doesn't fix social media, no. Your solution doesn't fix social media.
So it is a hot take.
Well, I was going to agree with you on the premise that they need to be gone, but I guess if your thing is that you have the solution, then no, I don't agree with you. So yes, it would be a hot take. Congratulations.
I have 2 now.
You have the only 2.
Yep.
Yeah, you're the
Hot
stupidest
take
person
alert.
in the room.
People, episode 46.
46.
Seltzers.
Seltzer. I barely know her.
know her. Let us know
Yeah.
what you guys like to drink in terms of the seltzer world.
Which ones did we miss? What's your favorite?
And
Yeah.
who would you subscribe to on OnlyFans?
Exactly.
If they did anything you'd want them to do.
What live streams you paying for?
Well,
Because spoiler, we're going to do an episode on it.
yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah,
Dot, send us out.
you got it. As always,
You
smash the
got
like
it.
and subscribe.